Murderers, rapists, missing family members. Local investigators working with new technology and a company in a different time zone are making identifications, putting an end to so many nightmares and heartbreaks. Investigative Genetic Genealogy, or IGG, almost sounds too good to be true, but it's real, and it's giving families in our community answers they never expected to find. That technology, investigative genetic genealogy, is what linked Bryan Kohberger to the brutal murders of these 4 U of I students in November of 2022.
And we were able to deliver a profile for the unknown person, the suspect in this crime, within days. And investigators started working on it alongside of us, within days. And then within weeks, there were leads. And by the end of December, there was an arrest.
Geneticist David Middleman and his team at Othram Incorporated in Texas played an integral part in Kohberger's conviction. DNA the killer left on a knife sheath found at the King Road house in Moscow was sent to Othram's lab, which sifted through millions of genetic markers to create the killer's profile.
If you leave DNA at a violent crime, then you'll be identified.
But even before the Kohberger case,
we do have boxes, and then we have boxes of evidence as well.
Othram helped local law enforcement solve a number of Spokane area cold cases.
This is a gentleman who was found in a landfill.
It helped Spokane County's medical examiner, Dr. Veena Singh, identify the remains of more than 20 people. Some of them had been with the ME's office for decades.
All of them were missing their names, and for us it's really important to get people identified, give them their names back, get them back to their families.
For other families like those of murder victims whose cases had gone cold, genetic genealogy is getting them the answers they thought they'd never get. Like the case of 9-year-old Candy Rogers. She was selling campfire candy door to door when she was kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered in 1959. Her killer went unidentified until 2021. Spokane Police Sergeant Zach Storment worked on that cold case.
Not long ago, detectives that worked here would not be able to believe what this is. It is science fiction come to life.
Evidence those detectives collected and stored 62 years earlier contained the DNA of Candy Rogers' killer. He left semen on her clothes.
For whatever reason, our agency did a great job of storing these cases.
SPD sent that genetic material to Othram, and using genome sequencing, it found some distant genetic matches. With that and detective work, Sergeant Storment and the team narrowed the search to a Spokane family. One of the living relatives was a woman who assisted investigators, even giving some of her DNA to help find answers. That pointed to her father, John Ray Hoff, as Candy Rogers' killer. Hoff died in 1970. He was never even on SPD's radar.
There are people out there who have helped solve cold cases who don't even know it. They helped us leapfrog 2 suspects because they linked up the chain necessary to get to where we needed to be. And I wish there was a way to thank anybody that was involved in that.
It's important to note law enforcement cannot use your DNA that you have sent to a company like Ancestry.com or 23andMe. It can only use your DNA in a database you have given permission to law enforcement to access. But the ways it's being tested now is bringing closure for hundreds of families and ensuring no one gets away with violent crime and murder.
It no longer matters where the event happened, who it happened to, when it happened. Everyone has a chance with this new technology for answers and justice.
And SPD Sergeant Storment says if you would like to help and be part of solving crimes and missing persons cases, there are 2 databases you can check out. I will link them to this story on KXLY.com. We'll also link to the local cases Othram has helped solve.